Hi, this is Melissa Dinwiddie from Living a Creative Life in my ridiculously messy artist studio. And as you can see, I'm all glammed up. I'm not wearing my artist wear, which is usually jeans and a t-shirt or pajamas, since I work at home. Because today I'm going to show you how to hold a microphone. Now, you may not be a singer, but there may come a time when you're at a wedding or some kind of a conference or something and you need to use a microphone. And so I'm going to teach you a few little tips for how to do that effectively. The first thing to keep in mind is that the microphone has a certain amount of space around it where it can pick up sound. And if you pull your microphone too far away, there's my cat Lewis, then you won't be able to hear my voice anymore. So you want to keep the microphone close to your mouth, kind of like an ice cream cone, like you're about to take a nice lick out of your ice cream cone. Now, the other thing to think about is your grip. When you hold the microphone, take a look at the difference. If I hold the microphone like this, compared to if I hold the microphone like this. It looks more relaxed. It looks more professional. So you want to think about holding the microphone. Violin. Easy for me. You may have never played the violin, but you've seen people play the violin, and they don't hold the bow like this. You spread your fingers out a little bit across the microphone. Now you want to make sure that you do fingers. So you don't want to hold it like this, even though you see rappers hold it like this. You don't want to do that because it's going to cut out some of the sound of the microphone, and it's not going to give you the fullest sound. So you want to make sure that your top finger is away from the mesh. Let's see. The next thing to think about is the angle of the microphone. If I stand on this to the side like this, you don't want to hold the microphone straight up and down like so. You want to angle it slightly away at about 45 degrees or so. And that's going to give you, you're going to be able to talk or sing right into the sweet spot of the microphone, and it's just going to look a little bit better as well. If I hold the microphone like this, it doesn't quite look as good, and it feels a little awkward on my hand. But if I can angle the microphone out, then it works a little bit better. And you want to keep your arm relaxed, but your elbow, a little bit of natural space between your elbow and your body. So take a look at the difference between me holding the microphone like this and like this. And like that. That looks kind of weird, huh? You don't want to do that. So take that arm down. But you do want to have a little bit of natural air space. Partly that'll allow yourself to breathe, and it just looks a little more natural. Now I notice as I'm watching myself here that the microphone keeps creeping up in front of my mouth. You actually want to keep it just below your mouth. So you want people to be able to see what's happening with your lips. It's part of the performance. And if they're listening to you speak, then they'll be able to understand what you say better if they can see your lips. So one of the tips that I use is if I'm unsure, I can just rest the microphone right in that little space between the little indentation between your lip and your chin. You can always just rest the microphone there, and that's a good little tip for where the microphone should go. So now a big question is always, what do you do with your other hand? Well, of course, you can make gestures with it if they're natural. You don't want to do crazy things with your hand, obviously. But if you just let your hand hang to the side, although that feels really awkward to you probably, it actually looks really natural and normal. It's not going to look all weird or something. The other thing you can do is you can take the cord with your other hand and just hold it in a natural way. Take a look at the difference between if I hold my hand like this or like this. That looks a little strange. Or just holding it out to the side. And again, you want to have a real relaxed, natural feeling position. Everything should just feel relaxed and natural. You should be able to move around and express yourself. Let's see, I wrote some notes here. Those are pretty much all the notes that I wrote. So I hope this is helpful. And I'm actually, while you're watching this video, if you're watching it the day that I posted it, I'm actually in Vegas. Although right now I'm filming it in my studio. I'm in Vegas at a music strategies seminar, marketing seminar for independent music artists, which is part of why I decided to glam up to show you this video. And now for the little surprise bonus, I'm going to sing you my song, It Sucks Being Single at Christmas. Hope you enjoy it. It sucks being single at Christmas when everyone else is in pairs. You dread going home where your dad and your mom will lament that you still have no heirs. No heirs. And they never tire of telling you that all of their friends have grandchildren by now. You're the object of everyone's pity. They assume that you can't get a date. It feels like you're cursed. If you're Jewish, it's worse, 'cause instead of just one night, there's 8. Happy Hanukkah. You avoid your company's party, or just make an appearance, then leave. You feel like a freak, and there's less than 3 weeks to find a date for New Year's Eve. The Super Bowl of date nights. It sucks being single at Christmas. There's really not much more to say. But you'd better act fast, 'cause there's one thing that's worse: being single on Valentine's Day. National Make Single People Feel Bad Day. It sucks being single at Christmas with less than 2 months till Valentine's Day. This is Melissa Dinwiddie from Living a Creative Life.